Good. I'm gonna set that up soon. Let me get let me get chat first. Am I unmuted? I am. Good. Alright. Let's get chat because I don't have chat with me right now. Alright. Here I am. Hello, hello. Alright. I've accidentally clicked on Twitter. Alright. Hello, hello. I am for once not going to be doing anything Empires related. At least I'm not planning to. I'm good. A little cold, but that is on me because I am stupid. But yeah, that is the wrong thing. I think I'm looking for this. Hello, hello. I'm not gonna be doing anything related to empires. That sounds odd, but I'm really not. At least not right now, not currently. I'm just gonna be drawing some OCs that I've been meaning to draw, or that I like to draw. If you like, I'll give you like the basicest of basic information about them. But yeah, that's like about it. I'm not planning to like do anything, I'm just planning to like chill and talk. Because honestly, I haven't had that good of a day right now. Uh, Hi, and erotic. No, we're not. We're not doing anything empires this time. That has been honestly just like kind of burning me out. Like with like anything that has to do like even like witchcraft and limited life. Like I haven't even started limited life, and I haven't caught up with witchcraft SMP. So I'm just like not right now. Unfortunately, I'll do another Empire stream knowing me like next time. Uh, no, it's like today. Also, because I do gonna have to whisper, I'm just gonna up my mic volume because I have to be quiet right now. I don't know what made me stream at 4 in the like basically midday. I don't know, but it has. And I'm just gonna try and stay quiet. I can't promise anything. I've upped my mic volume. If it needs to be upped more, tell me. Yeah. Um, context. I have a shit ton of OCs because, child me couldn't help but insert her self into every single thing she liked, to the point that that is just how I show appreciation. But I have a lot of OCs that I've just, turned to be different characters and different people. Um, One of them, actually, the most angsty one of them, is Haru, or Oni as most people would know her by. She's my Lego Ninjago OC. She is. She was created because I love Harumi. Harumi is like probably my favorite character besides Nia. Nia is slay, and Jay is quite cool as well, but no. Harumi is like favorite villain. Can't top her. Like Tiny Python is there, but just when he's tiny. Um, so yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I just felt like there could be more done if they just didn't represent me, because like I have a very like just like a very like specific set of morals and beliefs, and breaking away from that, or like expressing like different parts of myself, like the negative parts of myself. I find are things that I can explore only when that is not supposed to represent myself, which is why I um make the distinction between me and every single one of my characters, even though I give them traits that I have. Um, so yeah, Haru is just this palace guard. She is half Oni, either half or part Oni. I'm leaning towards half. And basically, what she originally was just me venting my daddy issues and like trust issues, and also my I like girls, but I can't say that out loud issues. Uh, and like that's what like Oni. I don't know what I'm doing. So that's if I don't do this correctly once, I count it. So that's what like Oni was, and now, well, she still has parental issues. No, they're just like a general parental issues because she's an orphan. She is in fact an orphan. She was an orphan along with Harumi. They like ran away from the orphanage together and just like lived at the streets until uh, Harumi's adoptive parents, the king and queen, found them. And basically, Harumi was able to manipulate her way into Oni being her guard, and that was just kind of like their dynamic um, until the season takes place. I'm not gonna like go in depth about the stories that I am talking about because I think they're very mainstream. Um, yeah, that is also a way. That is actually I've done that for um I do that for my villainouses actually. Like Lydia is a pain in the ass to write for, or at least she used to be like a really big pain in the ass because like she is smarter. She is always one step ahead, and she will always get what she wants. Uh, yeah, it is a like cool story. Like it's one of those stories that it just like have that's in stone, but it's just the basics. So like I think I know a lot about her story, but I don't know a lot about her character except that she is very hot-headed. She is very hot-headed. She is very aggressive. She has a lot of trust issues that are just like mitigated by Harumi herself. If Harumi trusts somebody, then Haru will also trust them. Tiny, tiny. Yeah. Yeah, so if Haru trusts them, yeah, Harumi trusts them, then Haru is going to trust them because she trusts Harumi's judgment. Not all of the time. You know, she is her guard, she's her guardian. She cares for Harumi in a very you're my friend, but I am also gay for you way. Like, it's that mix of like sisterly, friendly, and I would wanna date this person, Loki. It's like a very weird mix, but you know, I'm not known to make things easy or coherent or even understandable. What have I done here? Okay, and so yeah, so she's not very trusting. She's very hot-headed, but she is excellent with her Oni side. She is excellent at that magic. I don't think she has an Oni form, but yet again, I haven't really thought about her having one. also C might. I am not sure on that. I will actually need to sit down and think about this story again for that to have a conclusion. But as of current, C is not believed to have a full-on uniform. But she does have marks. Like she has like almost like veins running all over her body, which is why she always like at least covers up her neck to a degree. And in her palace, let's call it guard uniform. So like wore a mask. Uh, I'm gonna draw the palace form because that is way more interesting to me. Also because I'm not sure about the civilian. I'm not sure about the civilian form. It doesn't look that good. I will not lie to you. I don't really like that one. That one was not a yes slay. It was a oh my fucking god, this is so old design. Um, but yeah, that's like the basis of like who she is. She's just like very hot-headed, has a lot of trust issues, and like she's like generally a caring person. Like she cares for shit. It just so happens that that shit is whatever Harumi is doing, which like isn't the best for obvious reasons. Like Harumi is a villain. And fun fact, you could actually go to my old Ninjago videos and see Harumi when she was not Harumi. Of course you can see Harumi. You can see Ani when she was still just me. Like just straight up me. Just with a slightly different hair and aesthetic. That's a fun period of my channel I hate looking back on, and I hate whenever it like I just don't like that period of myself. Honestly, it wasn't good. I didn't know how to story back then. Don't tell anybody, even though it's obvious. I did not know how to story back then. But yeah, that's basically who Haru is. I'm not gonna be spending too long on each sketch because I don't want to spend that long on each sketch. Yeah. Um, I guess it is kind of interesting. I don't know. I'm like so used to like, oh yeah, no, this is this and that is that, to the point that these things just like are right. Like I don't have anything to say about them. They just exist. Attempt is too strong of a word for whatever that was. Honestly, it's too strong of a word. Um, but yeah. What was I talking about again? Oh, my brain is turning into mush. I think I'm actually gonna have a headache. That won't be good. Whatever. That is future Pollux' problem, not current Pollux. I'm not gonna draw the mask. I feel lazy. I am feeling quite lazy. Oh my. This is why I don't like to draw on the computer. It is. Apart from the fact I'm drawing with a mouse. Ugh. You know, whatever. We'll deal with it. I will deal with whatever problem comes as it comes. Because honestly, I am not into dealing with it. Before then, I am way too lazy to do that. Oh no, this is the other part thing that like if I don't do it right the first time, I'm just not getting it right. Oh, it's okay, don't worry. Uh, it's fine. Don't worry about your light. And thank you, mushroom. Thank you. I recently changed the way I draw eyes to be like more expressive and more unique, almost. Uh, Again, I know what style of eyes I want. But I don't remember how I draw them. Give me a second as I reference my own art. Uh, I know I have a piece of June. Yeah, there it is. Alright. There we go. So, Ani is just like a very simple character. I've kept her very simple. I said simple, not simplistic. Her morality is she's she's a very gray character. Um, because like her instinct was to, and will always just gonna be to protect. Uh, and that's a good like having a protectual instinct is usually a good thing for a character. But she's out to protect the villain, the person that actively wants to do harm. So it's like it's great, and like she will join the good guys. She joins the good guys, apart from like crystallized, which crystallized is its can of worms, and I haven't watched it, so I'm not going to attempt to comment on crystallized. It is not my place to speak on. Uh, Yeah, uh, drawing digitally, especially with how I'm forced to do it with a mouse, can be really annoying because like on paper I can just like get the stroke on the first try, and I don't need to erase as much. But here, like my hand is always like on between like the eraser and the brush, and we quickly begin to. I'm doing this too short. I am doing this too short. Uh, Alright, there we go. I could not talk while doing that, apparently. Um, but Ani is vaguely, like a vaguely gray character. I have grayer characters, but she is among them, I would say. Now we'll get to actually like the scarring or like the markings. I'm not sure if they're like marks or scars from using her power. I'm leaning more towards marks. I'm drawing my Ninjago OC, Haru, or Oni. Basically, just like Harumi's guard and childhood best friend from when they were orphans. Is basically like the TLDR version without like all the complicated uh, feelings that come along with that. I could have like removed the romantic feelings for Harumi entirely. Um, but I didn't because I think it makes um Haru way more interesting. Uh, I want. Yeah. No, actually, my eraser is very good with not smudging. Um, like I have this razor specifically because it doesn't smudge. I think it's just like my brain has like an easier time comprehending what is actually a mistake and what is just like what type of mistake I make on paper. Also, I'm more comfortable on paper because I've been drawing on paper longer. Uh, yeah. I don't believe I'm drawing these spaced out correctly, but that's I'm just gonna do them like this and call it a day. Um, okay, yeah. So yeah, Haru is a relatively plain character. Like she doesn't have much, I'll admit. But like what she does have is decently interesting, I'd say. Uh, like I haven't changed the core elements that make up Haru. She's still just like cool, badass, edgy. Uh, yeah. Fun fact, I'm also drawing with a mouse because I don't have a drawing tablet. I just like, don't have a tablet in general now, which is fun. But yeah. Oh wait, no, what am I doing? It's I have like a reference that I've drawn next to me that like I have to like actively turn my head to look to. It is a little more like it's basically like not as convenient, uh, which annoys me a little. But whatever. I did this to myself. I'm just gonna work with it. Um, so yeah, Haru doesn't have much, and she honestly didn't change much. Yeah, you get used to it, but yeah. But as I was like saying, Haru hasn't changed pretty much like at all. Like she's still edgy, she is still badass, and she is still one of my favorite characters that I will never talk about because people vaguely know her, and I refuse to have to explain anything from my past because it is all that bad. But yeah, also Haru definitely holds some of my. Am I non-binary? I feel like I'm non-binary. Like, look at her. She holds that energy. I think it's the undercut mostly that makes me that gives her that energy. Uh, so yeah, this is Haru. Uh, moving on to a little less, and I see that I'll actually talked about, but still surprisingly hasn't changed all that much. Um, Let me now get a reference for her. I've been, I've since my art style change, I have been drawing her a lot. Uh, like when I say a lot, I mean like pretty much every day. Like when I draw, she is usually what I am drawing, and that is Ina. She is my Mia and Mia OC, and I would like to apologize to the thing. Poor thing is so tortured. Um, alright, have fun and stay safe. Mm, So yeah, as I was saying, I'm so sorry to Ina for like what I've made her go through. It's just like, oh my god, girl needs a hug, and she does eventually get her hug. That is more than what most of my OCs can say, that she does eventually get the hug she needs. But yeah, Um, so as I was saying, her name is Ina, and I don't believe I said what C is for. C is for Mia and me. C is my Mia and me, and C that I made around the same time as like a year before Co. Yeah, like a year before Co. A year before Empire. It's like the school year of Empires, actually. Like the school year of Empires. Then you go to the summer, and Empires was released. Mm, pretty much exclusively over the summer, and I think it took up like a little bit of October as well. But don't quote me on that. I am not good with that timeline. Um, but yeah, Ina was made like the first, and surprisingly for old me, her story wasn't bad. It was just very gimmicky, right? Like it was very gimmicky. It had a good amount of plot holes that I've kind of fixed. Uh, and I've also defined her relationships with the other characters much more. Now, if you're expecting me to explain anything about any of the universes that I will be talking about, no, no, not at all. I refuse to explain shit because honestly, I don't know how to explain most of these shows in a short time span. Most of them are not something you can do that with. Uh, Fandom Wiki is a thing. I would recommend it when you get confused because I'm not explaining anything entirely for my own convenience. This is an empire, so I don't need to explain myself. For once, I don't need to explain myself. But yeah, she is still pretty much entirely like the exact like Haru has changed in terms of like age and personality and maturity level. Like old Haru destroyed a like started destroying a city like Ninjago after Harumi died. Meanwhile, this one is just like more level-headed about it. Like just like targets her anger on Garmadon or whatever. Meanwhile, Ina has was never like particularly like um problematic or like villainous. She is a redeemed villain because of course he is. Have you seen my season 1 AU? You probably haven't, to be fair. But still, if you had, you would know. I just like to redeem villains. I think they can be fun to redeem when it is plausible. I'm saying that while looking straight at the Steven Universe boat, which we might get into. Actually, now that I think about it, we might. Um, if I have like the patience, we might get into that. But those girls also need a redesign, so I'm not sure about that. But we'll see. We shall see. Also depends how much I can be bothered to get up another reference, which I probably can. Where was I? Alright, and Suzuka redeemed villain. She is a dark elf that, instead of like doing the typical, oh, I'm going to wait last minute and then realize my actions are bad. No, she knew what they were planning was bad from the very beginning. She didn't want to be a part of it, but because she is a chosen one just like Mia, C didn't really have much of a choice. She also has oracles and shit, but her oracles come from like thing. This thing like strapped around her shoulders is a bag, and as long as there is a piece of paper in there, uh, the oracles will be written on that piece of paper, and she can read them. Basically, it's her bag that is magical. She originally had a book, but I very recently changed that, like on the spot, like I believe like a couple nights ago actually, just like on the spot while I was like thinking, um, like brainstorming interactions. You know, I'm not doing fingers. Fuck it. It's gonna like how that came about, but it's the bag. And so seeing what like the wording was bad from the start, but she didn't really have much of a choice, and so like when they betrayed the heroes, she straight up like while like they didn't even get the chance to go back to the evil hideout, Ina just freed Mia right there on the spot, and Mia freed the others, and they left, and Ina got her wings chopped off as a punishment, and then she was banished. She wasn't in the villain base anymore. They deemed it too dangerous to keep her because she bluffed that she would call her friends and that this was all actually planters that like her friends like knew, seeing that hey at this point something like that's gonna happen, but I'm gonna free you. Basically, they didn't call her bluff, and she got to escape. Now without her wings, whatever. At least she is alive, and and then from that point on, like her relationship with Yuko and Mo was rocky even before that, but now after she kinda sorta betrayed them, kinda sorta didn't. It is complicated because why wouldn't it be? This is my story we're talking about. Has there ever been easy? I don't think I even know what the word easy is. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, basically. What I see what's that about? Oh, 1 second. Alright. It was nothing. Oh, hi. Hello. Um, welcome to me rambling on about random OCs that I feel like drawing and like basically just like explaining their story and their personality. Because I find it fun and I have nowhere else to share these OCs with, and I feel like this is fun. Um, because like surprisingly enough, I have more interest than empires. I know, hard to believe, but I do. Uh, yeah, you'll get to witness you know, my plots, firsthand. Um, these aren't like fully fledged outsourced, like they don't have timelines, I haven't really worked on them as much. But like their stories and the OCs are well designed, and I just want to talk about them. So that's what I'm doing. This current OC is Ina. This is my Mia and Me OC that I've had for um a year. Like same, she was made same school year that Empires started. Like Empire started at the summer, she was made in the winter. It's like 2022 before COVID. Um, but yeah, she is a kind of sort of villain. It's complicated. Uh, that was kind of sort of redeemed. Again, it's complicated. Um, and she is, in fact, very, very gay. Because of course she is. Like, come on. It's me and me. Every character in that can be argued to be bisexual. And I will not take criticism on that because that is a fact. It's not actually a fact Do not fact check me. I am wrong about that. Um, but yeah, she's just like, this character that like didn't want to be evil but was kind of like forced into it, and so was like, okay, fine, first chance I get, I am rebelling, and I am taking the um and I'm taking it with me. Like, I'm rebelling, I am saving these people that, to be fair, I don't really consider me friends, but I'm like saving Syntopia. And so she did. um you get your classical like ambush attack on the heroes, and like on their way back to the villain base, like not even at the villain base. Ina's like, okay, I'm gonna free you. You go have fun. So she does that, and Mia, Yuko, and Mo escape because of course they do. And Ina's just kinda left behind, and she gets her wings chopped off because elves in the show also have wings. They're like dragonfly wings. They're so cute. I love those wings. I've done the eyes wrong. Um, but yeah, and so Ina, now wingless and banished, because it was like, if you like keep me here, I will call my totally friends and they will kick your ass. And then nobody calls her bluff because, she just saved them. They would reason that, you know, they they had some sort of plan. Uh or that like they promised her like some sort of safety in case of being found out as not wanting to do this, so they don't call her bluff. They just like, okay, fine, banishment, leave. So she does. She leaves, and once out, she just goes and hides in the forest. She doesn't try and go back. She knows that they'll be rightfully angry at her, and so she doesn't go back. And she just classic Batman brutes for like until Mia gets back from the human world, which has to go back to every episode. But once he's back, and she's like, "Oh, hey, whoa, what the fuck happened to your rings?" And she's like, "Well, see, I saved you, so yeah, I'm now banished, and I technically have nowhere else to go. Anyway, here's my half of the oracle. You go have fun in your adventures. Don't worry about me." It doesn't happen. Uh, and over time, yeah, and get close, really close. They were roommates, close actually. Why? Because I can, and because I will. You cannot stop me. Hi, and I'm drawing my own OC, Ina. I'm drawing OCs while explaining their story. There might be a couple empires once. Hello. There might be a couple empires once, but they're gonna be ones that you don't know of. Also ones that I don't actually intend to use, in at least the way that they're drawn. Or like the portrait. But yeah. This is Ina. She is my Mia and me child. And I would apologize to her if you know, uh, she actually wasn't one of the happier characters that I have. Stars. Maya seems to have a fun time with me. Or characters in general. Now that I think about it. Okay. One second. My PC has stopped charging. Great. That is just wonderful. So yeah, I'm drawing OCs while explaining their stories because somebody has to listen to me rant about these things. Alright. whatever you like. You can just like, I don't really care. I just want to talk about this with somebody that feels like an audience. I know like nobody has been here for like a good chunk of this. Yeah, and there goes it not charging again. But yeah, I just like talking about my characters. Like, I just find it fun because like even though these people don't have like season 2 levels of planning, like knowing the ins and outs every single time they went to the fucking toilet, I know enough about them to know their story and who they are as people. And Ina's just a little shy off girl that has pretty much taken my abandonment issues and my issues that I will never be good enough. I will, thank you. Um, but yeah, basically my just like nothing I do will like ever be good. Like I'll never just like be able to save anybody. So I'm just gonna like focus on what I like doing, and you know I might not be able to be that big of a help, but I will do my best. You know, mixed with a shit ton of gay, because of course it is. Have you not glanced at my stories? Like, yeah, yeah. Uh, it's just how I write characters. It's just mostly from the way that I write characters, but also because it fits. Uh, so unlike Haru, which Haru is my Ninjago, CC is the purple one in the corner. Um, C like just hasn't like Haru has changed a little bit. Meanwhile, Ina it has like never changed. She's always just been Ina. You know, never been anything else. Never like the only thing that changed is like her story generally, but even then it hasn't changed that much. You know, it's still not really villain, being not really redeemed. You know, it's always just been that. Also, you get to see how I draw glasses. That should be fun. It's the most lazy but efficient way there is. I don't think so. It's just basically like how confident you are that your art doesn't look like utter shit. And I'm vaguely confident that my art doesn't look like utter shit. So I think that's what it is. Just have confidence in your art, people. Your art is good. People will find it good. Just like have some sort of confidence. If on digital, yes. On paper, it's just circles. Okay, technically these aren't glasses. Technically they are goggles. So he has goggles because glasses don't exist in Syntopia. But so technically they're goggles. But once it goes to the human world, they are glasses. I was gonna change them, but these are historic, technically, because that was the first time that I ever thought of changing the glasses to goggles. So I've had to keep them. And by had to, I mean thought that was a really neat part of it, of history. So I just kinda kept it. Yeah. So, like, alright, have fun and stay safe. My computer's just not charging today, is it? You know, if stream closes down, it is because of my computer, and no, I'm gonna try and have this work for my own sanity entirely. Um, but yeah, uh, let's just do the shit that we need to do. I can feel my headache becoming stronger. That is really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. But what can you do? Not much. That's what. Is the mic still being... It is still picking it up. Okay. That's really good. And let's just move on. Now Ina is just like... C is my golden child. C is the one that was perfect, pretty much perfect, from day on, and if you disagree, fair enough, but C is my second favorite baby. This is second favorite. We're gonna get to the favorite, actually, probably right after her. My favorite baby holds a very special place in my heart. C is the first OC that I actually that I actually made after I learned how to write from Empires. Like, all the OCs I'm drawing now are OCs that I made before Empires and have just gradually kept updating their story as I go along because they mean a lot to me. And I want to keep them with me because I find it fun to like go back and update outdated stories. And also because I'm really good at remembering every single random thing about their stories, or at least like the major plot points. So that's what I've been. So that's who. But sorry. But the next OC Na is not like that. She will be very much not like that, and she will actually be the first one with what I consider to be two main versions, and I will probably draw both of them because they are extremely simple. My PC is refusing to charge, and it is really, really annoying me as of right now. I know I keep mentioning it, but like, I think I just like need to get this out of control. But like, if I stop to get it out of control, I feel like I'm not drawing enough. And this is a drawing stream, not a come listen to or Polix trying to like fix their thing and drawing occasionally. I'm gonna no, you know what, let's include it, but we're gonna include it in pink because it would be pink. This is very significant to her and very significantly gay. So I'm gonna add it. For anyone not familiar with the Mia and Me show, Mia, the main character, has a little butterfly charm, like hair thing, on her hair, like where Ina has hers. And because Mia like teleports between Syntopia and the real world, her items just kinda get replaced when she leaves, unless it's like her fashion bracelet, like parts of her outfit. If she like, there have been episodes where like she like something falls and she just has it back by the next episode, even though the episodes have continuity, like the seasons have continuity between them. But like still, it's probably because of that. So I think they would just like, give this to Ina because they're roommates. Their relationship is like roommates. They were roommates, but not really. All right. Now you look at my adorable fair elf, who's an elf, adorable elf daughter, as I fix my PC's charging and also mute to spare you from any awkward noises. I haven't managed to get this charging yet. It is annoying me a lot. Um, I am currently in anger, let's call it. I am currently in anger. Is it because of how it's on my legs? Because that can also be an issue sometimes. And because I am streaming, it is like the battery just doesn't exist. I hate everything. Sometimes I truly do. And nope, alright. This is not going well right now. Great. Just wonderful. Don't we love things not working? Yes, we do, apparently. I swear this was working before I started, but then I must have moved by like an inch. Because, yes, that's all it takes to offset this. Moving by an inch. No, it is not fun. It is the exact opposite of the first time you did it. Anyway, this is not charging. I don't really care right now to have it charge. I will deal with it when the time comes. Don't touch the bird. Um, right, so yeah, that's Ina. Adorable baby. Very shy. Have to get this charging. Why can't this computer work with me for once? Why do you need to? Why does it need to be a pain in the ass? Honestly, only when I'm streaming. Only then. Only then does it decide to remember. But no, it actually doesn't like to charge. And to go fuck myself, I guess. That's great. That is really great. Yeah, no. This isn't even an old computer. This is not that old. This is like a year old, if maybe that. Alright, what do we do in this situation exactly? No, that is on. That is on and it is charging. Like, my phone is charging, so it's not that that is the problem. Alright, wait. Let me do the unthinkable here and just reset the entire position. Also mute. I hope I was muted through all of that. I don't trust the hotkeys. Um, alright, it's still not charging, by the way. That's... that's not fun. Like, I'm pretty sure. It wasn't even... Fun, 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 fun. Would rather... Would... I said stream, I said. It'll be fun, I said. There's no way this could go wrong, I said. Foolishly. I know. It's my computer. Something was going to go wrong here. That's what you get when you have hopes. Ugh. It is refusing to charge. And streaming takes battery up like a bitch. So I do kinda need it to be charging. How long have I been streaming for? Roughly an hour. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Half of the stream has been just me attempting to get this to charge at this point. Alright. You know what? I'm just going to stream until this has no power left. Because it clearly is just not going to charge, and trying to make it charge is making me feel like more of an idiot. I say while still trying to make it charge because maybe it works this time. Nope. Nope. Alright. Nope, we're not gonna do our job today? No? Alright. Cool. Next OC. And I like to call this OC, Creators Pick Favorites. This OC is the definition of Creators Pick Favorites, and I need to get out another sketchbook for them. You would think I remember how to draw her, because she has a very simple design. But simple doesn't mean my brain works. So, another sketchbook is out. I just knocked the entirety of my laptop to the side. That didn't happen. No, actually it did. If I'm not so alright. Where is there it is. There, that is. Let's connect it again, even though I don't think it'll charge, but it is. It is the cool thing to have faith in shit. No, it's not gonna charge. You don't know why I'm bothering. Don't know why I'm bothering. Alright. So this OC, this lovely character is Natalie, as is her full name. She is my Bendy and the Ink Machine OC, also known as the best thing that has ever come out of my mind. She is my favorite girl. That's why she has two canon versions. And also, just like has like two canon versions, and then those canon versions have a bunch of variations. Because I like being complicated, if you hadn't guessed already. So yeah, let's get to drawing the favorite. Let's get to drawing the favorite. The rest don't matter. So yeah, who I'm gonna be drawing is Na. She is my Bendy and the Ink Machine of C, and she is the favorite child. She is the favorite. She is the favorite. She gets most of my thinking space when I'm not thinking about actually important stuff. She has the most fleshed out story and the most cohesive story with which with like the universe that her story is supposed to take place in. And also, she's just my favorite design wise. She's like she's like Alice Angel because like she was adopted by her when Joey put her in the ink world when she was a kid. But like she's like the inverse because like she's black because I was thinking and I was like, okay, so a white child like who she was before would probably actually be looked for at the time. What like wouldn't make that be the case? And then I was like, oh wait, racism. So that's the story behind that. Um, yeah, that is the story behind that. And I also made the distinction that like she has wings and a halo. Her halo is fake. Hello. Her halo is fake, but her wings are real. They're just a part of her body. Meanwhile, her halo isn't, because I like characters with wings, black wings in particular. Because I don't know, I just like to draw wings. I just like to draw wings, and she is she's just my baby. She is my precious little angel, and I will love her until the day I die. She is better than all of my FCs combined, and the only one that comes close is Ina and Amari. Am I saying that correct? I'm saying Amari like if it is like am asking like if that is an actual name. I don't think it's an actual name. It might be an actual name, but to my knowledge, Amari is not an actual name. Um, it just sounds like vaguely mysterious and vaguely underwatery, which fits with the character. So yeah, but this is not Amari. This is Na or Natalie, but I call her Na because it is the short version and it is what I'm used to calling her. Kind of like how I called Haru Ani because Ani is the shorter version and what I am used to calling her. Uh, my brain just stopped working for a split second. Oh yeah, she has two versions because I have a use. So she has this version, which is the she is after, like during the events of the game, with like her wings and everything, and then she just has the normal version where, or like the like just a plain old ass lady version, where she was just like adopted by Susie Campbell, and nothing ever bad happened at the studio. It was just like video games because they could. Um, no, she needs to have like white eye. What am I doing this life? She needs to have white eyes. I want her to have white. She just has like white eyes. Because I like because like all my favorite characters have like white eyes or some sort of mystical. I don't know why. I just enjoy a good mystical character. But also probably why I like Mysticons so much. She does have just one eyelid. Alright. And yeah, she's just my baby. She is just my baby. And I do just love her. she has been through a lot, but she has always been smiley and adorable. And I say that, meanwhile, beside me for a reference that you cannot see because it is in an actual sketchbook, I have her crying because, you know, her mom, her adoptive mom, died. That's fun. So like every time I'm like, oh, she's so smiley, she's so happy, I just look to the side and see angst. That is a. Oh, I should probably lower this now because I can talk normally. Alright, that's now lowered and should not be making your ears bleed. But every time I'm like, oh my god, this is a happy, this is a bubbly, I look at the reference to make sure I'm getting things right, and she's crying. I could go with another reference, but honestly, at this point, I just chose one, and I'm too lazy to stop it. Yay for laziness. Um, but yeah, she is just my adorable little angel child. And, she is my favorite. She will never not be my favorite. Because, yes, creators, just like parents, pick favorites. Some just admit it. Some creators just admit they have a favorite OC, and some don't. I admit it because I am really proud of my favorite. She's just adorable and wholesome most of the time. Most of the time. Lord knows that whenever I want to test out a new idea, I test it out on her. Because I know that I cannot ruin her in my eyes, so it's usually kind of like a testing ground. It was not the best idea, and yeah, that like, see is the reason that I know that I should not be touching anything serious. Like, see is the reason that I know that the only serious thing I can touch is death and murder. Is the rest I will not be touching with a 10-foot pole. Okay, that and parental abuse, but parental abuse has just always been a topic that I'm vaguely good at handling. At least handling it with respect. As, man, I should just start putting trigger warnings on my lives. That might be a good idea to like take a note of for the future. It's like in that make it more like yeah that so it like stands out like vaguely. There we go. Because it blended too much in with the eyes. Yeah. So you know, adorable favorite. Yeah. Man, mm, I remember the back in the day. My favorite drawing was just like what was originally just an Alice Angel sketch, like that I turned into me, and then I just gave it color, and then like slowly over time, she became just like me, and then like she progressed into just like this me and the Bendy and the Ink Machine world to Betty and Bendy, not Betty, Bendy and Boris quest for the Ink Machine character, and then that eventually progressed to their own character, like Susan the Heron character. Funnily enough, that character is also still named Na. Her name is still Na. It's just a very different version, and I should probably think of another name now that I think about it. I haven't thought of that character in literal years. My God. But yeah, that is pretty much all that I have for now. Sorry. Personality wise, as I said, she is really bubbly, really energetic, and she tries to be the happiest version of herself that she can be. And when something gets her down, she will try and be happy in spite of it, because that is just the person she is. Not is kind of like how Ina is usually just my like bad traits that keep me away from people. Not is my best of traits, just my ability to usually be pretty happy despite of a difficult situation, and just making the best of it, even if realistically there are none. She just has a very special place in my heart because she is my favorite. What? Do you want your door to be closed? No? Okay, good. Then stop chirping. Yeah. She just has a really special place in my heart. And like I would like to talk about her more. But there's like without going like in depth into her story, there's not much you could talk about. You know? She's just my baby. And sometimes you do just need a baby. A character that you just like. No guilty pleasure needed. You just like this bitch. You just enjoy this bitch, and nothing is going to stop you. There's no reason why you shouldn't like this bitch, so you're just gonna like the bitch. Sometimes you need that. Okay, this is what we get to with her horn being fake. It's like trumped it up by like little ink wires. I don't know, like her horn, her halo being fake, both her wings are just like real, just gives me such unexplainable joy. It's just like, why, yes, of course. Like, that's like entirely why that decision was made. It's just because I find it adorable that her halo is what's fake. Because usually you would expect the wings to be fake, but no, the wings aren't fake. And no, they're not both fake. It's just the horn. I swear, it's just the horn. It doesn't like. I'm not showing it off, but it does have full control over her wings. It's just her halo that is fake. And I think that is cute. I think that is cute. I also think that it's cute that she could fly around, but she can't thanks to the studio. So like sometimes she like sneaks off to like the Heavenly Toys workshop where she's like not supposed to be in. That is Ink Demon territory. But like she like goes there and she's like okay, now I'm going to fly, uh, or like at least attempt to fly and I'm going to have fun, damn it. Because sometimes I want to have fun as well. And she just goes and has fun sometimes. She just makes the best out of her situation, even if that situation has always been goddamn awful. Like, like her story could be so sad if, like, nah, the herself was sad about it. But no, she's happy because like she get a family, even if that family is dead. Like now she has Audrey, and Audrey is her family because she wasn't originally from the cycle. She was basically put in the last cycle Henry took, so she's not originally from the cycle. So when the cycle set back to, or maybe something else. No, it's probably from Joy. Um, so when like the cycle is gone, she just gets to go back to her normal world. Except season 6 now she is 20. I wanna say 20 something. I wanna say like 25. Or probably like 26 now that I think about it because like it's 20 years that have passed. So again, this is 26. She's fun. She is just fun. She is my cute little baby child. Sometimes you just need a cute little baby child. I'm too lazy to paint those things, but I have to paint those things, and then I have to give her skin tone because she's in fact not a pasty girl. she is not a pasty girl. Because that fit with her story, and it allowed me a little bit of representation, which sometimes I forget is a thing that I couldn't be including. Because like it's not a necessity. Because like I'm not in charge of representing anybody with my OCs except my own creativity. But I decided, you know what? Sure. And it fits with the story, and her skin tone doesn't actually affect it that well. Because either way, she would have been kidnapped as a child. So, might as goddamn well. It's just. I need to find, like. Yeah, that works for, like. That works to illustrate my point. And that's. Wait, maybe I should just, like. Make it like a more sep. That is the wrong color. I said. I want sepia. I don't want whatever that was. They That's like more. Is that literally? It it is. It is literally the exact same. But it is not the exact same as that. Okay, then we're doing that. We are doing that. After I'm done with this, I'm probably gonna finish streaming because if I continue streaming, my PC will not get to charging, and I do kind of need it charged because I do actually have more shit I want to do on this. I actually kind of wanted to go on Ponytown after stream. I've just now had this sudden and random urge to go on Ponytown and be Lara and just sit in a corner and see if anybody might recognize me. I just realized that this looks incredibly wrong. I I'm stupid. I should have just done that from the beginning. Honestly, works 10 times better, and I feel stupid. Alright, you go. I should have thought of that. I am stupid. No audience could ever want you. You crave the applause, but hate the attention. I've just started singing, which means that this is probably a good point to end. So, let's do the thing where I line her up with the rest. I did a stupid. Just like so. So, these are what I do. Reminder, the purple one is Haru, the blue one is Ina, and the yellow one is Nam. So, that is it for the stream. How long have I been going? An hour and 20 almost. And that's long enough. So, goodbye, everybody. I had fun, and I hope you had fun as well.